back to my channel. So for today's video, I want to share some 5 things that will make your nursing clinicals just a little bit better, a little bit more smoothly. And these are in no particular order, so I'm just going to go ahead and start with the first one, which is, even though I just said that they're in no particular order, I think this is the most important one, which is to prepare everything the night before, meaning everything. So print out all your nursing clinical paperwork. If you bring your own lunch, prepare everything and pack everything the night before. Have your scrubs set out. Any supplies that you're bringing, like your stethoscope, pen line, and things like that, have it set aside. So that way when you wake up in the morning, you just grab everything and go. Because the last thing you want in the morning is, you know, you're trying to print out last minute your clinical paperwork and you find out, ooh, I don't have any more ink, and you're scrambling, trying to text everyone, hey, can you print this out really quick for me, and things like that. And, you know, just to avoid all that, prepare everything the night before. If you're anything like me, you want to get as much sleep as you possibly can, because, you know, when it comes to clinicals, you have to wake up super early. You're all tired. I know, I've been through that. So just to make your mornings go a little bit more smoothly, prepare everything the night before, and trust me, your mornings will be so much better. So the second one is that, you know, well, now you're on your floor and you are a sponge. Remember that, because you are going to be absorbing so much information. You're going to be seeing so many things, so many new skills, and don't be afraid to ask questions, which kind of leads me into the third tip as well, which is don't be afraid to ask, you know, don't be afraid to ask questions, but don't be afraid to do skills. Like, even though you're not familiar with it, say, hey, can I observe you doing this certain skill? And I'm pretty sure 99% they'll be like, yes. I don't see why they would not, unless, you know, the patient doesn't want any students. But if the patient and the nurse allows it, then hey, go for it. If the nurse is busy doing something, you can always be like, hey, let me go ahead and grab my clinical instructor and we can help you do this skill. And they'll greatly appreciate it because you're helping them out. And yeah, even though, trust me, you will be afraid of certain things because you've never done it before, like inserting a Foley, inserting in an NG tube. Like, you know, it's so weird doing it the first time, but trust me, as you do it more, you'll be more comfortable. It's kind of like the saying, like, practice makes perfect, but in this case, it's like practice makes you more comfortable doing that certain skill. So yeah, don't be afraid and just do it. So my fourth tip is to let your nurse know in the beginning of the shift what your goal is for the day. So for example, if you want to do an IV, if you want to insert an NG tube, if you want to do wound care, let your nurse know so they can be be on the lookout for that certain skill, so they can pull you aside and you get to do it. And if they don't have those certain skills, I'm sure they can ask their coworkers, hey, my nursing student wants to do this, is it okay for them to do it? And I'm pretty sure the other nurses will gladly let you do it because you're helping them out. And even if you and your nurse can't do it, you can always bring your clinical instructor. There's always a way, okay? Don't try to avoid it. There's always a way. And you know, when you go into your clinicals each day, you'll have a new goal. And if you actually reach all those goals, by the end of the semester, you've done so much. So it's a good thing to have a goal for the day. And my last tip is to make a checklist. So this is something that my clinical instructor, he provided for us during second semester, and I actually liked it. So basically, this is what he expected of us as far as charting wise. Let's say by 8 a.m. he wanted the morning vitals and our morning assessments charted. By 10 a.m. we should have their breakfast charted and things like that. So our treatments and lines, drains, everything. There's certain times where he expected of us to have things charted. So this gave like a nice structure to the day, and it's something that, you know, I kind of use throughout each semester after that because I really liked it. So even if your clinical instructor doesn't provide that, you know, on your first day, I'm sure they're gonna tell you what they expect of you, and you know, write things down and then make a checklist, so that way you're always on top of things, and hopefully you won't forget by having this checklist. So yeah, those were all my tips for how to make your nursing clinicals just a little bit better. If you have any tips, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye!